VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. This is going to be a quick video to do a entry slash help celebrate JC hitting 3,000 subs on his channel. Number one, he should have a lot more than 3,000 subs. He has a fantastic channel, and definitely one of the guys that just brings great life to the VC. I mean, he's just number one, a really nice guy, really kind of humble, nice guy, which is always a good combination. And his channel is kind of cool too, because he doesn't just show and just do recent finds, but he's one of the guys that really keeps us up to date on the new things that are being released on vinyl and so forth. And I can't even begin to count the number of things I've picked up or had no idea what was being issued or reissued until JC kind of threw it out there. So, love his channel, very informative, very fun, the whole nine, just absolute great guy. So for some reason you're not subscribed to him, because he should have way more than 3,000 subscribers, go to his channel right now. I'm going to try to remember to put a link down below. Sub, you definitely will not regret it. But yes, I want to kind of jump on the celebration of his 3,000 subs and just do a quick response. So he had two questions for us, basically. The first part was, I should say, make a video which you give a shout out to another channel. I'm going to do that in two ways. I'm going to give a general shout out to all of those who, for the most part, kind of consistently watch and make comments on my videos. It's one thing to have, I think I have like 7,000 something subs right now, but there's really only a select few that consistently watch my channel, and I'm always seeing comments that I'm hearting or giving thumbs up or responding to on a number of my videos all the time. And so those individuals, you kind of know who you are because you do it, and so it'd be kind of hard for me just to pull out one name out of that without going through and mentioning every single one of them, including JC being one of them that's consistently on my videos as well. So all of you that do that, you know who you are, and I definitely want to give you guys just a shout out of thanks. In terms of another actual specific channel I want to shout out, I thought I would kind of do it based off of maybe a newer channel. So actually someone who had been in the VC before and had kind of taken a step back for a while and just recently started back up again is my friend Beth. And I want to give a shout out to her, and her channel is Miss 80s Movies and Music, I believe this is the name of her channel. And it's just what it says. It's 80s movies and music. And that's one of the reasons why I've always kind of connected with Beth, because she literally is like my sister from another mother. I mean, just the way that she is just so connected with 80s movies and soundtracks and just that whole part of 80s pop culture. I'm not sure anyone gets me more on that than she possibly could. So just want to give a shout out to her channel, to go over and subscribe if you like 80s movies and music. And it's kind of cool because she doesn't really do a lot of videos on that channel where she's just showing random recent finds. She's always doing needle drops of a specific song with a specific movie and kind of having the clips and everything going along with it. And it's just like all these great 3-minute nostalgia type of videos. So definitely give Beth a shout out with her new channel. So go over there and subscribe if you're into that kind of thing, the awesome 80s thing. Next up is show an album from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And that was kind of it, just left it wide open. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do like rock, pop, hip hop, blah blah blah. So I ended up picking 6 albums, but what I did was I chose one rock pop and then one R&B album from each decade, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Excuse me. So let's just kind of jump right into it. So from the 70s, as far as pop rock, I decided to go with Steely Dan, The Royal Scam, and of course this is from 1976. Chose this one because this is by far my favorite Steely Dan album. It has the two of the big hits on it, which is Kid Charlemagne and Don't Take Me Alive. But even more so, it's just, I love the feel of every single song from the time you put this album on to the very last note on the last track. And it's just something about this album which every time I put it on, I have to listen to the entire thing, and it's just it never lets me down. So there's a number of awesome Steely Dan albums you could pick as being their best or your favorite, but without question, this album just sums up everything that made Steely Dan awesome to me. So love that one to death, and kind of a nice, beautiful OG copy there. That was from '76. And on the R&B side, I kind of picked this masterpiece from 1972, which is Al Green's I'm Still in Love with You. Again, just another legendary classic R&B album, R&B artist, and just a fantastic one just to sit back and kind of chill to. This is a 72 US pressing as well, so it's an OG. I need to put a sticker on the front there. I don't know why I missed that for whatever reason. But great stuff like I'm Still in Love with You, Love and Happiness, Simply Beautiful, just Al being Al. Fantastic album. So that's a pop and an R&B from the 70s. So going to the 80s, I think a good rock album. I don't know why I just randomly picked this one, but from 1984, I believe. Yeah, 1984. VOA by Sammy Hagar. Still to this day, my favorite Sammy Hagar album. Absolutely love it. And of course, you have, the big hit like I Can't Drive 55. But, I mean, really on this album, it's the B tracks that are absolutely fantastic. Stuff like Swept Away, Rock Is in My Blood, Two Sides of Love. Just what a killer, just rock song that is. Not only does it have that rocking thing that Sammy was doing in the 80s, but then when you just put the beauty of the power and the beauty of his vocals that like Sammy does it a way that only Sammy can do it, just beautiful hard rock music. So yeah, really fantastic album. Like I said, to this day, still my favorite Sammy Hagar album. So that was 84. And then as far as 80s on the R&B side, kind of going into the latter part of the 80s, around 87, Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever. And I thought about picking this out because I've had this in my collection for quite some time, but a copy popped up at work the other day, so we started kind of talking about it. And so when I got home, it just made me want to pull my copy out and spin it. But yeah, Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever from 1987. Again, just another fantastic R&B album. In 87, I was kind of really into my hip hop and glam metal kind of phase. And so I did love R&B, but it was mainly kind of early 80s R&B. And so it was stuff I used to watch on Video Soul and things like that, but I didn't have a lot of tapes or anything of that same R&B stuff. So when Keith came out with this in 87, and I discovered it around 88 or 89, this was really kind of the first R&B album that kind of ushered me into liking some of the stuff from the 90s that was going to be the 90s R&B. So this album was definitely one that worked its way into my metal and hip hop phase when I was really into that. And again, every single song on this album, I absolutely love it. Something Just Ain't Right, Right and Wrong Way, Tell Me It's Me You Want, I Want Her, Make It Last Forever, probably my favorite song on the album, In the Rain, How Deep Is Your Love, Don't Stop Your Love. I mean, just everything about it was fantastic. And it was just what was going to bring in the 90s on the R&B side. And of course, he has that nice Cosby sweater on as well. So that kind of shows the time period this album was made. Cosby sweater and stonewashed jeans. But yeah, fantastic. And so then, excuse me, going to the 90s as far as pop rock. Again, tons to choose from. But I decided to go with the Sundays. Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. And this is from 1990, so talking about the early 90s here. But again, another fantastic album. Her voice is just another one that just kind of makes me melt. I just love the way she delivers. There's just something just so so sweet and floaty and exactly a precursor to what some of the 90s was going to bring in the pop rock side of things. And Sunday's absolutely fantastic. So awesome addition there. I shouldn't say addition, it's in the recent finds, but awesome album there. And Here's Where the Story Ends is definitely kind of the standout track off the album for me. And on the R&B side, one is kind of going into the late 90s, which is TLC Fan Mail. This was 1999, I believe. So, yeah, again, another kind of great legendary band. I'm not gonna. Well, I was gonna say this may not be my absolute favorite album by them, but I don't really think I have a favorite album by TLC. I think I was never like a gigantic, crazy, wild TLC fan. I was just kind of like, TLC is huge. They have some albums out, and I like this off of this album. I like these things off of this album. So I always liked them, but I was never like crazy like with them. But this is definitely one of their albums that was kind of cool. And favorite song off of here is probably definitely No Scrubs. But yeah, really cool album, fun stuff. Another great one to have in the collection. So there you go, JC, man. There are a few albums from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And again, congratulations on the 3,000 subs. As always, let me know what you think, guys. And we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, VC.